All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our first segment, Kansas City Bitcoin Cryptocurrency. It is our inaugural show, and of course, we are so happy to have an OG from KCBC with us in the group. He was with us when we started a very long time ago. He's been an active member. He posts a lot in the group. He also has activities outside of the group that he does, learning, sharing information, all cryptocurrencies, involved in a few projects, including Helium and Ep3 staking, or ETH2. So Matthew Marcus, man, thank you and welcome to the show. You are the first guest ever on Kansas City Bitcoin Cryptocurrency.
Dude, cheers, man. I appreciate it. This is awesome what you guys have put together. Awesome. I was stoked to be invited to be on here, and I love what you are putting together and what you got going forward.
Yeah, our group is started from on Meetup. It's a portal that you can go and search for other like-minded people in groups, anything from reviewing albums to groups and organizations for banking and music, anything you can think of, pottery, growing plants, gardening, all this different types of stuff, cannabis, hemp. You can meet other people in the group, join their Meetup profile, and then when we could do meetups, when we weren't in a pandemic, you would actually get together in a central location and you would talk about your specific like-minded activities.
It was great, yeah. Missed those days.
Yes.
Need this pandemic to get out of here so we can get back in person.
So we have gone to this format, which is our home here in Rolling Design Studios. It's so great to have us. This is KCBC's official live streaming and podcasting studio that we'll be doing all of our future shows out of. And so this is, again, like I said, our first inaugural show. And I want to get into the ETH2 staking, but first we've been talking a little bit about non-fungible tokens and some different assets inside crypto and on the blockchain. And a lot of people, when you start talking about crypto, it goes down a path where they become very confused very quickly, or it becomes frustrating because the level of difficulty.
The steep learning curve.
Steep learning curve. Yeah. So this is a way, and CryptoKitties was really the first game that really caught my eye that is based, it uses Ethereum. So ERC20 token to transact. You go in, you find a couple of cats that you like, you buy a male and a female. They get together, they get busy, and they pop off little other kitties. And then other people come in, buy, sell, trade, CryptoKitties.
That's pretty cool.
So it's pretty cool. The generations now have gone, very many generations when they first started the game. So some of those CryptoKitties are worth quite a bit of money. It's staggering. Real world money that's getting, which otherwise is a Tamagotchi in this world. But it helps you learn cryptocurrency, blockchain, and what it means to have things entered into the blockchain or on the blockchain. So what we're going to do is we're going to discuss Upland. It's something that I have become very immersed in. I really like it. It's the game I was looking for when I got into CryptoKitties. It's more my speed and style. It is a digital real estate game inside Upland, and Upland is really the mapping of the entire world using a mapping system, maybe Google Maps. I'm not sure exactly what the real engine is behind it, but instead of a realistic interpretation of what it is again the entire world that's mapped out. But it's got this kind of an animated quality to it, like cell animation almost. It is probably best to be described as the land is outlined in like PNG type of 2D models. So it's a flat look at the land, not real buildings, but you can zoom in and look at real buildings that you're buying. It's been mapped or taken a picture of through Google. So inside Upland, I'm going to give you 3 big tips because we're going to talk just a little bit about Upland and then we're going to get into e-staking.
Sure.
The big things here, there's no onboarding for this game, right? So you hear about it, you come across it. I had come across it months and months ago, and I thought, man, that looks really cool. I'll get into that. And then you get busy, and months go by. And about a month ago, I got back into it, and just through trial and error, going on Discord and going through there and getting added to the Upland groups, Upland fans, Upland Knights, T. Davis and TM, those guys. And Wall Street, in my introduction, those guys have helped me so much. And so I got to shout out to them and give them props for helping me guide my way through this a little bit. And now I kind of have a better understanding. It's funny too, because as I started to acquire property in this, I never really minted a property, and that's a thing. It's the game offering properties that you can actually go in. It's a first-time purchase, the first time the land is ever going to be owned by an Uplander. And I was buying second market, so all my purchases have been second market from other players reselling in the game. So I'm paying a little bit more than I should be for that property. So that's the first lesson.
But I presume you're going to hold, and then you're going to be the seller down the line for more money, right?
Hopefully, because on some of these, some of the people in the game might be looking at me going, "Why did you spend that much on the game?" It was just because, I was having fun. But what I will say for that, to recover some of my dignity and my noobness, is that I did help out others in the game that had purchased land, and now I'm kind of giving back, right?
Almost paying it forward.
Paying it forward a little bit.
That's cool.
I'm purchasing the land that they have for sale. They're making a profit off of it, which is the whole entire kind of concept of the game.
Yeah.
So it works, right? It's proof in motion of what I was doing. So getting into the game. So that's number one, right? Minting your own properties. You also have to move your block explorer next to the property. Understand sends. I'm not going to get into sends, but look up sends and how it works to get your little block explorer near a property that you want to own. It's a thing. Again, T. Davis, thanks so much. So the second tip that I'm going to give you is in the game, affiliate links are a thing in the game. It's referral. You get a referral link. The person that you send it to then uses that to enter into the game. You both are going to get a bonus out of that. You specifically as somebody who's has a referral link or the affiliate link. Here's the thing. Kansas City Bitcoin Cryptocurrency as a group really has not ever interacted with affiliate links. Had people coming in. We have them talk about their projects. We have them talk about how-tos, news and information, but we never allow affiliate links in the group. So where this comes into play would be where a senior member like yourself, if somebody wanted to know about Ethereum and they wanted to stake and they were too timid or they just weren't most confident in what they were doing, since you've done it, and I'm not saying that you have the service out there, but if somebody were to want to talk to Matthew about it, you may entertain the idea of doing that. There's a couple different ways we do this. If you go to thekcbc.com, how about that? There are donation links there, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. If you feel that KCBC has helped you out in a way for educating you and bringing you up to speed on something that you want to know, please, if you feel in your heart to donate to the group, that's what puts this all on. That's what helps us keep all this going and to bring you content that is news and information, not shills and not trying to get you into some scam.
I think it's pretty cool that the group has done that. Like, keep the shills out, just keep it informational, keep it very community-oriented, and not a lot of people just trying to spam and get what they want,
BitConnect, a big, we had a lot of members when BitConnect was big trying to come in and solicit our members, and we just systematically removed them. We don't do that. So anyway, again, affiliate links, when you're one-on-one and you're training somebody, it's acceptable to do that, but you got to make the person well aware that that's what you're doing. So, and that's where this segues into tip number 2. When you get into the game, you're going to be able to purchase properties with UPX. It's in-game currency. However, when you go to purchase more property to become an official Uplander, because you are a visitor and you have to renew your visa every 6 days, when you make that first purchase, it's going to pay you out 50% bonus, not only to the purchaser, but to the person who referred you. So, the big mistake I made, I got anxious. I clicked the $20 and I thought, yeah, man, I got 20,000 UPX. It'll go a long ways. And then I saw the bonus come in and I didn't realize. And I was like, hey, I got 30,000. Hey, good game glitch or whatever. Wasn't the case. And nobody referred me. This was just a link that I had left over. So I joined and nobody got any bonus. But in hindsight, I would have much rather gone in a little bit bigger so that I got a bigger bonus up front. It's a one-time only. You'll never get it again. And so it's a helpful little tip. So that's tip number 2 in there. Tip number 3, the collections. In the dashboard, you're going to have the 3 little dots on the bottom. You're going to have your main dashboard in collections. Work out as many of the properties as you can to get into these collections, because this is what is a multiplier or a booster to what you get. For owning property, the game is going to pay you monthly in UPX, a base amount that the property qualifies for. You're really going to want to fill these, the newbie, king of the street, city pro. You're going to want to purchase, when you start in the game, what's called Fair Start Act, FSA properties. They're properties that are priced accordingly to new players so that they can get in, purchase property, and get holdings that aren't, out of their price range. So things like own one property in Upland, easy to do. You get a property, there you go, you got that collection started. King of the Street, 3 properties on the same street. So no, when you purchase property, get those on the same street if you can. Fill that out, get that collection filled out. And 5 properties in the same city. Same kind of thing. For managing your properties, you don't have to have them all in the same place, but you're going to want to look at when you click on a property to purchase, what that return is, what you're going to get in UPX per a month. And that property will tell you in the More button as you click on properties and you actually go to purchase a property. If you mint a property, there will be a property size. That property size will turn up in blue. It'll stay black if it doesn't qualify for anything, but all properties qualify. And then you click on it, that's what collections they qualify for. That's what your boosted earnings are going to be. So
it's cool.
So yeah, pretty cool game. If you need help navigating your way through it, you can go to the kcbc.com. There's contact there. Email us. We'll get that. We'll get in contact with you and help you out as we go. But that's the game. It's Upland. The last little thing I will say on this is in the segue into CryptoKitties. Actual owners of CryptoKitties are sending their CryptoKitties into Upland on an island so they can take a little vacation time.
That's awesome.
During these troubling times when you have a pandemic, you got to get away, send your CryptoKitty on a vacation, come into Upland.
But what's cool is like what's happening behind the scenes, right? Because it's two digital platforms that are interacting with each other in a safe manner without any duplication. That's the benefit of blockchain. You can't just duplicate assets.
That's the takeaway.
It's pretty magic.
It is learning how your interaction in the game, when you purchase a property or mint a property, you're actually adding to the blockchain an action that will always be there. It'll always stay there. And that way, you have a real world entry into the blockchain that you can look at forever. It's really cool.
No, I think it's a fantastic project, and I'm glad you told me about it.
Yeah.
And showed me.
Yeah. So again, there you go. That's my Upland spiel. I am KCBC in the game. I meant to have a different character. I got started down one path. Again, I got a couple of things going on with email verification. I am playing as KCBC in the game, so just so that everybody knows. So we'll see how far that goes down the path.
You're on the leaderboard, right?
I am on the leaderboard.
You're on the leaderboard, which is cool.
I didn't mean to get on the leaderboard. I just, out of sitting there clicking around and doing it. Be very careful in this because it can get very, I don't want to say addictive, but it is kind of a little addictive. You gotta gobble up. FOMO everywhere in this thing, man. So fear of missing out.
FOMO's a real thing. It's happening right now.
It's happening right now.